Hi, welcome to a God vlog. It's great to have you here. I've been away for a while. I've been moving to a new church, a wonderful place in Mount Vernon, Ohio, lovely town, and a great church, First Congregational United Church of Christ. Well, thank you for joining me. Religion, I've said before, at its heart is about relationship. It's about how we relate to the sacredness of all that is, and most especially how we relate to one another, since that's how humanity gets pulled up or pushed down or stagnates. For eons, religions have wrestled with how we relate to one another, to the world, to the forces that make and remake creation. And all this wrestling across time and across cultures, there's these three common threads that seem to appear over and over again. And the first is the God thread. That is, there's a dynamic universal force, or some religions find forces that compelled creation to exist and compel it to continue to exist. And the second thread is our response to the God thread, that is our relationship with the universal force or the forces. And then from these two threads, a third thread is braided and woven into major religions. God and our relationship to God beckons humans to act toward other humans as they want other humans to act towards Him. That's the golden rule, right? Jesus says, "Do to others as you want them to do to you." So if we stand back a bit and examine the complex tapestry of Christianity, we can actually see these three golden threads woven into one of the primary patterns of our sacred texts and our stories. Indeed, those golden threads are not only foundational and basic, but are what have made and will continue to make those sacred texts and stories attractive and compelling from generation to generation and through the ages. And clearly, as Christians, we call the universal force or forces God. We know it as one force, one God. And Christians also understand that we're in relationship with that one God, the one God who loves us, and we in return love God. And lastly, the primary thrust of the Bible, and most especially Jesus' teachings, are a beckoning to relate to other humans as we'd like to be related to. That is, we try to carry our love for the universal presence of God to the local presence of God in one another, back and forth. That's the relationship. And progressive Christian movement is about highlighting these three golden threads. That's how I see it. Christianity, as taught and lived by Jesus, as a fully human being and continuing experiential being in our lives, brings us to those threads. And for progressive Christianity, following Jesus creates an understanding that, one, there's a creative universal force. Two, we are in relationship with the universal force. Three, we are beckoned to relate to others as we want to be related to. And four, experiences of Jesus in the past and in the present best help us, not necessarily others, but us, to weave the three golden threads into our lives and into the lives of others and into creation and, well, into the future. Therein lies our role through Jesus in the continuing salvation of humanity from its lesser being. Another way I like to put it is progressive Christianity is about believing in God, understanding God is love, loving love, and being love. And really, when it all gets boiled down, Jesus' teachings are fundamentally about the last one I just said. It's about being love in the world. That is, relating to people with love. That's his point over and over again. That's why he tells the story of the sheep who tend to others as inheriting God's realm. It's those who are loved in the world, not the goats who fail to love, that are doing religion Jesus' way. Welcome back. I am Reverend Scott Elliott, the pastor of First Congregational United Church of Christ in Mount Vernon, Ohio. Go in peace, knowing that you are loved and that you matter much.